Hey, welcome back, guys. We just got done with our raunchy, degenerate night with Robert, and now we're coming back home first thing in the morning.
Amanda?
Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Oh man, I was kind of hoping you had gotten kidnapped, and I was going to have to take over the
No, we
mob
do the kidnapping
together.
around here.
Only dogs.
No, I made a friend at the bar last night and ended up sleeping over at his place.
Fuck.
Where are the Emmas?
Jeez, that was
That was
you're just
forward.
gonna- yeah.
I guess that's the kind of relationship we have, Graeme.
It seems like that. A very positive, sex positive, talk about everything relationship.
Well, apparently we moved to a gay single dad swingers cul-de-sac, so...
Honey, get ready for this to happen a lot. I hit the jackpot in this little cul-de-sac. They left a little while ago.
Oh, you guys have fun?
Yeah, watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car. You know, usual sleepover stuff.
You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that all about?
Well, there's hash browns, eggs, bacon.
Can I...
Yeah, you can have some breakfast.
Bless you, sweet child.
I'm hungover as kids.
My head throbs. I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father may have overdone it last night.
Oh, somebody's hungover.
Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or...
I got just the thing. Hang on.
Amanda runs to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. Amanda, what?
This classic trick 'em into drinking pickle juice. Drink up, pops.
The pickle juice?
Yeah, it's what I used. I would assume somebody would use. I would only assume that. I would never know myself. It works pretty well. Although I've never tried it before, and won't try it, obviously. Never.
Amanda Ann Falcon?
That's a pretty cool ass name, actually.
Who raised you?
You did.
Right. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm the guy who hooks up with random strange men at the bar. You got it.
This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice.
Ooh, tart. No, more than that. Way more than that. I mean, I assume.
Watch it, you.
Is this a real thing? Have you ever done this?
I know, I've heard of it. I also know people
Heard of
who
it,
drank pickle juice cocktails. Like they went through a phase where a bunch of guys on their floor were drinking Tommy Pickles, I think they called it.
Oh yeah,
It
I
was
think I've
whiskey
heard.
and pickle juice.
Yeah, I've also heard that called pisky.
That also works. I drank more pickle juice and helped myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns, I just the end of the line was, after inhaling some hash, I was really the father of the year here.
This pickle juice isn't
Yeah,
doing it for me.
need some
I
hash.
need to pick me up.
And dunking several pieces of bacon into runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a little better.
Was it George who used to drink the pickle
Yeah,
juice?
among others.
And didn't that all start because it was like one of those things where everyone makes a shot?
Yeah,
and
it was a floor crawl. That
and a
was
few-
one of the shots.
And a few people as like everyone had to pair off and make shots for everyone else, and you go around doing all the different shots. But I feel like someone made the Tommy Pickles or whatever we called it, Pickles, Tommy Pickles.
I don't know.
I feel like it was made as like here's a gross
Is
thing.
the dad Tommy or Stu?
Stu. Tommy's the kid.
Okay, I don't know.
But wasn't it
Maybe
like
it was a Stu Pickle.
wasn't it like here's a gross drink that we're gonna make
I
everyone
don't
drink?
know. I think that's probably that's how it got popularized. I don't know if someone was drinking it before that. But Amanda grabs her backpack and keys.
Well, I gotta go to class. Don't forget that meeting with Mr. Vegeta, okay? He said it was important. Love ya.
I'll be there. Knock 'em dead, kiddo.
Always do.
We do our secret handshake and she's off. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see that it's almost time for my meeting. I hop in the shower, change clothes, and head on my way. Still a little hungover.
You're gonna show up to your kid's like parent-teacher meeting and like
I had a rough night last
the
night. How's my
suit-
kid doing?
the suit you were
She a
wearing,
regular superstar.
reeking of booze, last night's sex,
Yeah.
and a mouthful of pickles.
I had a few pickles in the mouth last night, if you know what I mean. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. Not a pedophile. I feel pretty haggard after not brushing my teeth or showering. Didn't he just say he showered? Did he say he didn't have time?
No,
I thought he said he showered.
I thought he said he showered.
But hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing in his locker and approach him for help.
A youth, a capital Y.
Yeah, a youth. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Viga's classroom is?
Oh my god.
He looks like one of the bad guys from Pokemon.
Oh yeah, shit. He's totally ready to battle.
Yeah. The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavy-lined eyes. Sigh. I'll do this guy, because he's probably a one-off. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting.
Cop out.
Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Sigh, fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's classroom. After a couple minutes searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have third period to get to? I guess I'm just doing all the voices in this scene.
Okay.
Fine, Mr. Vega.
Oh, this is Mr. Vega. God,
damn it,
what a
now
babe.
I didn't want to voice the main character. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Ethan.
Do you want to abandon him?
Yeah, I'm gonna bet you do, Hugo.
So you don't have to talk to yourself here? You must be Ethan. The period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Crazy. Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this.
Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye?
On a related note, BoJack Horseman, J.D. Salinger, runs the TV show. The Hollywood stars and celebrities, do they know things? Let's find out. What do they know? Do they know things? And he's like, if only, he's like, bring in the kiss cam. If only I had a kiss cam for Catcher in the Rye. Just like...
That's the most... I've never understood why the fuck out of anyone they could have made that character that chose J.D. Salinger, and I think that's why they made
they made him just to make fun of how popular Catcher in the Rye is, basically. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know enough about his background, but it seems like
I think he's dead.
He is dead. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's maybe he just didn't like all the popularity of Catcher in the Rye, but I don't think he wanted to do reality TV.
No, it doesn't.
It just made no sense, but would recommend BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, I couldn't recommend Catcher in the Rye. I've never read that.
I haven't read that.
BoJack, I recommend BoJack. Yes, Colin.
Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. I can't do that, or I would.
Perfect. Turns out my elbow is really far away from my mouth.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't. I have to do it on my arm. I can't reach my elbow. It's so far away.
We're too strong now. The whole class erupts in laughter.
Oh, classic. All right, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that...
The bell for the end of the period rings. Ding, 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 ding. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Wait, aren't we late? Weren't we late? So we ended up having to sit in on I don't know what I don't know how this happened.
Who knows what happens in this school?
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook.
Nobody's listening.
Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to Ethan and sighs. Middle schoolers, right?
Don't you teach high schoolers?
Both, budget cuts. I was reading that totally wrong. Thanks so much for coming in.
No problem. Mr. Vega?
Please, call me
That's good, because I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
And Hugo is a manly-ass name. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior.
About the car stealing, the dog stealing, the pickle juice, what is it?
She comes in reeking
what's going on?
Juice. Amanda's never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but...
This is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Well, I mean, I've been sleeping around a lot and haven't been a very attentive father.
We'll go with we just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it's only the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was.
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. You know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves.
I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
We made a mistake banging Robert. We should have been going after Hugo. Hugo is my personal select so far.
I mean, it's a good-looking dude. He's a teacher, he's learned, those buttons could be better done. He could get a better fitting sweater, but other than that,
Yeah, baggy sweater. I got to tie that up a little bit, and
Yeah.
maybe diversify a little bit. His head to toe
agree.
mustard color clothing is a little bit strange. Anytime.
on my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo.
Oh.
Yes.
You ever catch that rye?
Ah.
Yes.
Nice.
We didn't even
We
have
didn't
to choose that.
yeah.
We just
The
automatically.
natural dad pun just showed us the way.
Just follow our
I leave the
dad
classroom and
senses.
make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this from me so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her other father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. Just text her.
What did we choose? We chose that she was adopted, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, either way, she's like adopt. Well, you need like another. It's adopted versus like surrogate.
Oh, that's a
birth,
weird thing
right?
with the surrogate. How do you decide whose sperm you're going to use? And then I guess you got to use a donor.
I feel like
egg?
it's probably pretty complicated, and then
Who has the best genetics?
The donor egg and like whoever carries the baby. That was like a Friends episode, kind of.
Yeah, I'm
Or
watching
not,
Friends.
Not episode, is like an
The
arc.
storyline, yeah. I'm watching Friends for the first time recently, which is really weird because everyone ever has
I feel
seen
like
it.
it's kind of. Does it feel dated or?
It holds up pretty damn well actually, and
Okay.
it's really funny seeing certain things play out and being like, I can see how that's similar to a Seinfeld storyline, but you know, they handle it very differently.
Yeah.
But there's certain things where I'm like, I'm pretty sure 10 years later, How I Met Your Mother just did that exact
Just did this.
storyline.
The real question though is why does Ross, the largest of the friends, not simply eat the others?
I mean, it keeps me up at night. I was actually at work the other day and just like doing my thing, and I heard some guys, like a group of like 3 or 4 guys coming around the corner, and the one guy was like, I mean, come on. They were on a break. He was like, Ross is a dumb fuck and I'll always hate him. But he was like, I'll side with him always on that one thing.
They were on break.
And so these guys who were like in their mid-20s or whatever were just walking around having a very loud argument about like a 2-decade-old show.
I like it. Yeah, I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat.
So, did you have any fun gossiping about me?
Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes.
Oh, do you have a celebrity crush? For a male celebrity
For
crush.
a male celebrity crush?
Michael Fassbender. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Are these yours or are you
These are
trying to guess
mine.
mine? Okay. Jeez, I don't know.
Robert Downey Jr. for you.
No.
No?
He's
You guys don't want
fine.
to. You guys don't want to throw clips at each
I like
other.
I like Ewan McGregor. He's nice.
Oh, that is a good choice.
He's fun.
Well, I've never thought of him as a top choice for me, but haven't seen him in a lot of movies lately. But
Yeah, he hasn't been in much. He was he not Cogsworth? He was Lumiere in the Beauty and the Beast.
oh, I didn't see that one. I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't know you.
I'm waiting
did
for
a
it to
voice
come
role.
out on Netflix.
Yeah, basically.
That's basically I didn't think it was. I've seen the original. I don't think I need to see the.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can tell you what happens.
All right, so we talked about.
Mario Batali the whole time.
It was a very productive meeting.
I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner?
Sure thing. We can make something at home.
Yeah, we can be a cook. Who's to say dads can't cook? Cool. I think with our powers combined, we could throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel.
Also, wait, was Mario Batali like us as a dad celebrity crush, or was that Hugo's celebrity crush?
Oh, I think
file that away because we need that.
No, I think she was saying
Okay.
ours probably.
I don't know about that, but I can promise you it will at least be edible.
If Mario Batali's our type, then we should be going for Brian. Mario Batali's not really a hairy dude, but
No.
he's a rotund.
Yes.
Is that?
I don't like Brian though.
You didn't like Brian?
No,
Oh,
Brian was
we,
my least favorite.
we had our big battle over. Did you just hate him because we lost our?
A little bit,
argument?
yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bit of a showboat that one.
Yeah.
His braggart, stupid little daughter, punk bitch daughter. That's the spirit.
We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find out that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also,
So many reinforcements.
sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations.
and that's okay.
And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. This isn't helping that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you.
I feel like, is it really necessary to tiptoe around it so much? Couldn't you just be like, your teacher said he's like a little bit worried. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I've never raised a child.
Not yet.
And not yet. Have you been? I'm gonna have one right away though, so I can get in shape.
Oh, perfect.
So
yeah.
I can strap one to my chest.
That's the new dad bod. I skipped your line, but
she said something about.
Yeah, but have you been reading my Twitter? You have a Twitter?
What? Never mind.
Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in.
Aw, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that.
I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class.
I've never heard the term senioritis before.
Yeah,
it makes sense, though. I totally did check out of high school and university around that time, so it makes sense.
Well, it's like once you're in university, it's kind of like... Well, like, if you get, like, conditional acceptance especially, it's like, well, I just have to, like, not fail these courses.
Oh, I didn't know until really late. But then my final semester of university, I was like, I don't give a shit anymore. It's fine. He's fine.
We pull up to Spotlight and Amanda. She's still texting. Just... I don't know, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Uh-huh.
I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating.
Probably boys.
I heard MR is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting.
Yep.
Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school?
Yep.
Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh.
Okay, I was going to say, almost after those two depressing quick yeps, suddenly her mood brightened.
What's so funny?
Probably getting dick pics. I don't think you'd get it.
It's not dicks then, because we get that.
We know everything. We can tell you a thing or two.
Yeah. Okay. Who are you texting?
Oh, I fucking hate when people ask
Noah.
that.
I guess she knows a guy.
Noah.
Who's Noah?
My friend.
Why am I...
You're suddenly...
now I'm into it.
Suddenly you're a man.
Does he go to your school? Oh, is this that fucking punk kid?
No, his name was Lucian or something.
Yeah, fuck you, Lucian. I hate that guy.
I basically assumed... Immediately it puts my mind, like, Malfoy. I think of Lucius Malfoy. So I assume he's a sleazebag. Yeah. Yep.
Do you like Noah?
Here we are just idling in a parking lot.
We like to idle.
Dad,
fuck this planet.
Dad, can you please fucking drive? I realize you complain every day about our long commute, but you realize if you actually drive, it's like a 3-minute drive.
We just sit here and talk.
What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Come on. Gross.
Sorry, just asking.
Laying it on a little thick. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend.
I feel like that line doesn't really land with a gay dad. It's like, yeah, all the girls I know are friends. Like, Okay.
Jeez.
This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo.
She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. Either that or maybe she farted.